I'm back here to do another Sims 4 build challenge, and today I'm going to go ahead and do the no neutrals colours build challenge. And this is also different for another reason as well, because I'm going to do this as a collab with my friend from CoolNickyd. So make sure you go ahead and check out his attempt at this as well, and let us know who do you think did this challenge better. So he's actually doing a collab week on his channel, so feel free to go ahead and check out the other collabs he's doing this week as well. And yeah, so this challenge was, well, a mess. I just found it so difficult. Like, honestly, it's probably one of the hardest things I've done. Even though it's only a tiny home, it was just so hard to kind of keep thinking that I can't choose the colours that I normally want to choose, because if you don't know, I absolutely love neutral colours. Like, I do them all the time in my builds, that incorporated somewhere in my build at least. So to have absolutely none of them in today's build was so hard, and the interior looks like somebody just puked. It's like it's just a mess of colours, but at the same time it is kind of a good thing, because it's kind of just get me to do something different. And it's just something a little bit different than my other builds as well, so I suppose it's good for that reason. But it was very much a challenge, so I recommend you go ahead and try it though, because at the end of the day it was good to try and do something different with my build. So feel free to go ahead and do it for yourself. Let me know if you do it, because I love to see your attempt at it as well. But also, I forgot to mention, if you're new to my channel, you're coming over from Nick's channel. My name is Thomas, and my channel here is called Thomas TV, where I make a range of different Sims 4 speed build videos mainly. I do a series on my channel every Sunday where I build 64 by 64 lot mansion builds. So if you'd like to see big builds, then feel free to go ahead and check out that series. I do have a playlist up as well, so if you want to go ahead and check out the ones I've done from the previous Sundays, then feel free to go ahead and check that out. I also do a series every Saturday where I renovate your lots, called Fix Me Thomas TV, and you can go ahead and use that hashtag on the gallery to submit your rundown lots, and I'll go ahead and pick one every Saturday to renovate. So for the colour scheme I went for, on the outside at least, I went for this green coloured siding. Now, I've used this green siding before. I know it's a little bit of an odd colour, but it always seems to work really well for me. I don't know why, but I do like to use it sometimes if I feel like doing something different. I always tend to go for green. I know it's really odd, but it just kind of works for me, so I decided to go ahead and try that. And then for the kind of like roof colouring and stuff, that was kind of hard as well, but I went for this sort of like, I guess, reddish brown colour, so it's sort of got a colour in it, not just brown. And I also went ahead and used the blue windows from Cats and Dogs. Now, I forgot to mention that I didn't actually build this home. This is actually made by somebody in the gallery called Dxtory, I think. I'll leave a little kind of picture on screen now of the people's names and like the actual thing that I downloaded from the gallery. So I believe it was somebody, yeah, that person built it for like another person called the Architect MC or something. I don't know, you can see it on screen. Anyway, so we're now onto the interior, as you can see, and I decided to go ahead and kind of bring the kind of green colour inside, because like I said, it's something that I know works. I thought, you know what, I might as well go ahead and try it, since, you know, it's something that kind of, you know, works for me, so maybe put it as an advantage, but ended up not doing that because it still turned out as a huge big mess. But I did go ahead and use these parenthood counters, which have the orange, well, I guess it's orange, sort of tops to them, like the countertops. So I decided to go ahead and use that, and also use some little feature lights, the ones from Seasons, in the orange shade. So that's what you'll see in a second. But yeah, like I was just mentioning before, I totally forgot to continue what I was saying, but I was saying that this house wasn't built by me, so the windows that were used were from Cats and Dogs, and I didn't really think to change the windows up to make it a little bit easier, so I ended up using these blue windows. I don't know why I didn't think of using a different coloured windows or a different type of windows, but yeah, that was, I don't know why, but I kind of made it look even more odd because I didn't change them. But the colour that kind of worked the best out of them, which there wasn't really any apart from the neutral colours, was this kind of dark blue colour, so I ended up using that, and I kind of used that as a colour that you'll see throughout the home as well. And yeah, so we're just kind of finishing up the little kitchen area here, as you can see, and the one thing that I had another problem with was rugs, because I couldn't find that many good rugs that had not neutral colours in them, and there were a few things that I kind of forgot as well. Like, you'll see some bits during the build where I kind of managed to forget something, which I was imagining to happen. One of them being the roof trims. I believe those are still white, so that I kind of failed there. But I'm really interested to see how Nick did this as well, because I haven't seen his build as I'm doing this voiceover. I believe we're going to end up, not showing each other and just leaving it as a surprise. But if we do that, then I'm really interested to see what he does, because this was very much a challenge. And I forgot to mention, but this challenge was created by James from the Sim Supply. And he did like a modern build when he did his challenge, so this was even more of a challenge because, well, for two reasons. One, I didn't build the home, so I'm kind of, I didn't really think about everything myself, and also the other thing is that this isn't a modern build at all. It's very traditional, so it's kind of like totally on the other side of things for this challenge, which made it a lot more harder as well, because I felt like this would be a lot more easier if it was a modern one, but it was still a nice challenge at the end of the day, so I'm glad I did it, and it's something a little bit different as well. So we're now kind of just doing this little dining area here, as you can see, and this home was pretty, not like cramped, but it was small on the interior, which made it kind of nice because everything was, taking up the space nicely. There wasn't any blank spaces or anything. Everything kind of filled up nicely, which was great. And there's also, I forgot to mention, 3 bedrooms in this build. They're all upstairs. One's kind of blue, one's green, and one's pink. And then this room right here is a tiny little room. I think in the original, because I downloaded this unfurnished, so I didn't have a good look around the home, what it was like beforehand, but I believe this was a secondary bathroom, so instead of having 2 bathrooms next to each other, I decided just to make this into a laundry room, so that's what we did there. And then this is one of the bathrooms here. Now the bathrooms are kind of interesting, very, very different from what I do, but like I said, this is a no neutral challenge, so it's very, very different at the end of the day. But the bathrooms in particular are very different because I go for very neutral colours, and this is just lots of bright colours, I suppose. And I did the same bathroom throughout the whole home, so the ones on the upstairs I didn't include the footage of because they're literally exactly the same as the downstairs one, just the layout is a little bit different to fit the shape of those rooms, but I did kind of show you the other footage from upstairs as well, like the 3 bedrooms, and that is pretty much it. So I didn't really cut out any footage in this build apart from the, like I was just mentioning about the bathrooms, because this took me just less than an hour to do in total, which is, not a lot of time really, so I just decided to leave the full footage in from what I've already recorded, like I said, apart from the bathrooms, so you can kind of see how it develops as the kind of thing goes on. So this is the green bedroom here. Now it is kind of like, well, it hurts my eyes a little bit to look at because it is a lot going on here in terms of colour, but like I said, this is going to happen for this type of build, and I did try to make things a little bit different by adding the blue colour in there as something to separate it off a little bit from all that horrible green. I do normally like doing a green bedroom in my build, but not as much green as that. Anyway, so this is the pink bedroom here. Now I'd imagine this would be for a kid, probably the same with the blue bedroom, but it could be for teens as well because I didn't put any kids toys in them, so that's up to you of what you use this particular house for in terms of ages of Sims, but it will be up in the gallery as well. I forgot to mention that, but my origin ID is RealThomasTV1, so feel free to go over there and check it out for yourself. Also, don't forget to go over to CoolNickyd's channel to go ahead and check out his attempt at this challenge as well if you haven't seen it already. I'll leave a link down below to that. Leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't, and if you're new to my channel today in this video, then welcome and stick around by subscribing, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!